Hi everybody, John Runion here, and yes, I am making a cameo appearance for Blue Fathoms Television. Don't expect to see me all the time because obviously Claudia, our spokesmodel, she is out and about as well. But I got an opportunity to get a hold of Keith Pearson here, and he is the captain of Double Action Charters, and he is on Lake Michigan doing wreck diving, and as you know, Lake Michigan is just wonderful to dive the wrecks. So I thought I'd grab him and we'd get some information on Double Action Charters, on Keith, and we're going to talk about some of the various wrecks like the Prince Willem, the boat ferry, and so on and so forth that are obviously great attraction. So Keith, I want to thank you very much for letting me sit down or stand up with you today and talk about Double Action Dive Charters. And let's kind of start from the beginning. How did we get to Double Action Dive Charters? Where did we come from?
There was a need for a charter boat on Lake Michigan to specifically work with divers and different dive shops to give the sport divers in the Chicago area access to Chicago shipwrecks.
All right. Now, I know you're out of North Point Arena, but where else are you out of?
We have a boat out of North Point, which is on the Wisconsin border, and we have another boat out of Hammond Marina.
Okay. All right. So we've got a pretty good dichotomy here of places that we can go with your dive charters.
We reach all the wrecks from Michigan around to Indiana up into Wisconsin.
Excellent. Now, as far as the ship itself that you're utilizing, let's talk about that for a little bit here. Tell us about our boats.
It's a 35-foot Power Cat Baja Cruiser. It's 35 feet diesel engine.
Okay.
We can load. We're a six-pack.
Okay.
And so we can take 6 divers and all the gear they can bring on a 35-foot boat. So there's plenty of room for everybody. And we'll go 25 miles an hour to the wreck. So it doesn't take long to get almost anywhere.
Okay. And then you have, obviously, the ability for the divers to bring food and beverages onto your ship.
Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent. Now, how long has this dive charter been in existence?
About 6 years.
So you have some longevity in the business here. You know what you're doing a little bit. Now, as far as your actual ship goes, and a lot of people today are really inquisitive about some of the equipment that's on there to make it easy for you to get to your location. So let's talk about some of the equipment that you have on your ship.
As far as navigation equipment goes,
let's start with our navigation.
Full navigation suite: Garmin radar, Garmin GPS, chart plotter, radar, Hummingbird, little Hummingbirds, little scanning sonar, so we can go, keep an eye on the bottom and find more.
Okay.
And so we've got a full suite of navigation equipment on, and in case there's inclement weather, as of course hailer, radar, etc.
You speak of inclement weather. I was on a dive trip in Lake Michigan, and the weather closed in on us, and we were all sitting on the boat. We decided we were going to come back in, and all we were doing was watching our radar screen, and there was this little boat, and you watched him go one way, and then he turned around and came the other way, and then he went in another way. Obviously, he just didn't believe that if he went west, he would run into the shore of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
But evidently, there was a clearing of fog that he actually saw our boat, and he was able to see our boat, and he just honed directly to us, and then we became worried that he couldn't see us and ran into us.
Yeah.
So fortunately, that worked out okay, and he followed us in. But it's really good to have this kind of equipment so you just don't get lost like this poor person did.
Yeah, when there's a little boat on your radar, he's called a flib, and I won't describe what the letters stand for.
Yeah, that's kind of a whiskey tango foxtrot if I understand it right.
Correct.
And I understand that. Yeah. Sometimes you just find people that are just all FUBAR. And now we are really talking about some acronyms, and you can look up FUBAR and you'll find out what it means. But so we have all this equipment to make sure that, one, you're going to get to the location as quickly as you can.
Yep.
2, that you're going to get home as quickly as you can.
Yep.
What are we talking about for dive equipment on the boat? Can we rent equipment from you?
Rent equipment from any shop you want. Bring it on the boat. We can arrange to have the equipment delivered to the boat if you can't do that. anything can happen to get you in the water.
Okay, charging stations for cameras and video.
No.
Okay.
Like I say, if you need something, call ahead. We'll have it on the boat.
Okay. All right. So you're pretty much a full service, but a full service within some parameters.
Sure.
But we can accommodate special
Like
needs
a charging
for you.
station is on a liveaboard day after day after day where you'd have to do something like that.
Right.
So we're just one day, half day charters, or if you want the boat for the whole day, you can do that.
Okay. So, and you were talking before that your boat is a 6-pack. Now, obviously, I am in shape. Round is a shape. But I have a 6-pack, but that's hidden behind the beer barrel here. However, we're not talking about a 6-pack like that. We're talking a 6-pack that means 6 people on a boat, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so you can take
Small,
6 people.
uninspected charter vessels. Yes.
Okay, excellent. And easy ingress and egress? I mean, obviously, easy ingress by falling off the side.
A good swim platform and a good boarding ladder.
Okay.
Really, really nice one.
Yeah, those are very important. Throw the fins up on there and kind of shimmy on
And
up.
dive master's there to aid the process.
Okay, now does the dive master, is he going to have knowledge of the area you're diving so he can kind of point out to new divers?
Absolutely. If you want him to get in the water, he will.
Okay.
If you want a tour guide, he will. If you don't want that, and a lot of people don't, he'll stay in the boat.
Okay, and you're pretty much a dive your own dive profile for divers?
Yeah.
All right. How many dives are you usually looking at on a half-day charter?
2 dives.
Okay.
We try to run a morning charter and an afternoon charter. If there's no afternoon charter and we're out in the morning, they want to stay a couple extra hours, I'm flexible because I like being out there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Anything's better than sitting in an office pushing paper.
Sure.
I agree. Well, listen, I really appreciate, Keith, that you allowed us to film this, especially on the spur of the moment like we did.
Sure.
Let's talk about how we can get a hold of you. Tell us about all of the ways that we can get a hold of Double Action Dive Charters.
The way to get a hold of Double Action Charter is dadivecharter.com, and the phone number is area code 815-600-7090.
And that'll get us right into a person that we can book our charters from.
Absolutely. I can go over the way we book.
Why not?
If you can fill the boat, we need like 4 minimum.
Okay.
We can take a maximum of 6.
Okay.
If you fill the boat, you can go anywhere, anytime you want. If there's only a couple of divers, get on the list. And if we can fill the rest of that charter up enough to run a charter, we'll call you and we'll go.
Excellent.
If you can stay a little flexible and like you see a good weather weekend coming up, you can just call, ask if a charter is going out. You get on the email alert list, and if you see some good weather that weekend and you want to jump on the charter, and we've got one started going out, jump on that one, and you can get a good weekend with some good weather.
Excellent. Keith, I want to thank you for allowing us to interview you today. And obviously, we're going to be coming to you from Blue Fathoms Television, but you're also going to be able to see this interview on our YouTube channel, which is Blue Fathoms Television on YouTube. We're also going to be able to be seen on our Facebook channel, which is Blue Fathoms Television. We also have a Ustream, but we are not running Ustream live today, so I'm sorry to say that. But obviously, I want to thank everybody that is watching the Blue Fathoms Television channel. And remember, Our World Underwater is an every year experience. So even though you missed it this year, come on out next year, talk to the business people, let's have some fun. And thank you again, Keith. It's great to talk to you. And I'll see you later on, but remember, this is only a cameo appearance, so don't depend on it. For Blue Fathoms Television, I'm John Runion. Have a great day.